I have my contour line drawing here that I transferred from my photo that I outlined. So I'm going to keep this because I'm going to use it to look at the lighter and darker areas of the animal, so I can maybe use some of that information in the painting part of my project. So we learned all these watercolor techniques. You can use any of these that you want. I need to be able to see at least 3 different sort of uses of watercolor in your painting. It can't all look the same, basically. So you have all of these ideas, plus you can try any other ideas that you want. So looking at Dean Russo's art, we can see we have our contour lines, and then we have crazy watercolor painting in between. And then my example, same thing, contour lines, and then crazy watercolor painting in between. So that's what I want you guys to do. You're going to start just by painting within the animal. We'll address the background later. Something that I'm going to try to do. Announcement.
Hey, anyone who's here, and possibly the person who's here, because I have your key. A key was found. It's like a Carvana key, so some type of the new way to buy a car. It says it's a gray key, just one key, 3977. Please come to my office. The front office door is locked, but I'll be in my office for a bit longer. So if you are hearing this, don't freak out. You can come get your key. Thank you.
Okay, so somebody lost their car key. Hopefully they come and get it. Okay, so I'm gonna start painting my wolf, and I've got some inspiration images here to look at. I also have some crayons and markers here to use for crayon resist or marker bleed technique. I'm just gonna have you watch me briefly, not the whole time I work on this, and then I'll show you the end result in the next video. So I think I'm going to start with the lighter areas. So in the nose, like this area around the nose here, I'm going to maybe do some swirls with yellow crayon to use crayon resist. And it's okay if you draw over the black lines, they'll still show. And I'm trying to follow the dark and light pattern of my wolf when I do my painting, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can just paint the inside the shape of the animal however you want, using watercolor patterns in different colors. So I drew down some crayon. I'm going to do some yellowish green color in that area. So you can see, just like we practiced, when I paint over the crayon, the watercolor paint doesn't stick to the crayon. So the little swirls that I do show up. We're not doing realistic colors, we're doing crazy colors and crazy patterns. Let's see, in the middle of the nose here, maybe I'm gonna draw some hearts with pink crayon. And I'm going to paint over that with a little bit of a mixture of red and purple. So now that didn't show up as good as I would have liked, and I'm glad that you guys are seeing me, I don't want to say make a mistake, but have something not turn out exactly how I wanted, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let that dry, and then I'm going to just paint right over the top of it and do something different or add on to the pink. So if something doesn't turn out exactly right, exactly how you were envisioning, I totally recommend you can let it dry and then paint on top of it, or you can even try to dab up the paint with a paper towel and kind of erase it a little bit. So don't get discouraged if you mess up, and don't even try not to think of it even as a mess up. So I'm going to look at this, and I'm going to maybe do like a same sort of fading thing in the nose. You paint the top of it blue and have it blend into maybe purple at the bottom. So using the color blend technique. I'm going to paint some big swirls up here, and then once they're dry, I'll come back and paint around them with another color. I'm going to kind of blend that orange into that pink that I put on the nose. And I'll figure out what I'm going to do with that area later. Although I don't really mind the way it looks. It's all right. I guess I'm going to give this wolf bright blue eyes. All right, and that's probably enough watching. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's done.